What up, y'all? It's Fortnite 2156 here. I hope I have enough for a lipper left in this can. Yes, I do. Good. Small one, but it's whatever. Why I'm doing this video is because this is just talk about some things that's been going on. I'm naked without my hat on. Better. Alright. Things that's been going on. And I was asked questions, all about this case that's been going on in our U.S. government. Personally, I feel sorry for her if she was. But it also brings up the point of it brings up the point of female rights. How they've fought for all these rights to be equal to, men and all that. If I was a business owner right now, and I started noticing all these lawsuits and stuff, I kind of wouldn't be hiring women. Thank God I'm not a business owner, because then that would be entitling a lot more lawsuits. But all these women that have been battling and battling and battling for equal rights, I get why they do it. But now that all these sexual assaults and stuff like that have popped up, big time in the past few years, I feel sorry for those women that have been sexually assaulted by men. Make them not trust men again in their life, maybe. But yet, no, that's making men not trust any woman. Personally, I can't trust a woman. I can't trust a woman just to be a friend, a co-worker, or anything. Because a lot of women on, social medias, most of them don't even want a relationship. All they want is money. And that's what makes you scared. Because then they will sue you for that money and stuff like that. So all this battling for equal rights and crap, not crap, but equal rights stuff, all these women that are suing men for, sexual assault, a lot of them are true, a lot of them aren't, but you can't really tell until the courts decide it. And like I said, again, I'm not saying that women are bad. Trust me. Far from that. It's put us men on high alert to be more wary of women, making us not want to be around them, making us definitely not want to have them as workers or friends or any of that because of the lawsuits. Because there is no technical definition of a sexual assault case. Technically, just saying hi to a woman, you technically could be sued for that as a man. Oh, he looked at me wrong, or when he came over and was saying hi, he said something different. There needs to be set in place something to deal with the laws and rulings on sexual assault. What is the definition of it? Because technically now, it just seems like, oh, if a guy comes over and shakes your hand and you're a female, you could sue that guy. That's what I'm thinking. But when you go into a thought pattern of, oh, wait a minute, all my life, I've been taught to respect women, to care about women, and all that, not to hurt them. I guess women nowadays, they've been taught try to get all the money that you can out of men. So that is why I'm doing this video, so maybe it helps guys to stay clear of these type of women and be more aware of the women that they may be dating right now, that they could always do a lawsuit against you. And any women that are listening who is a survivor of that, I am so sorry about that. But it's not y'all who have been lawfully, proved to being that. I'm not saying that. If y'all were lawfully proven that y'all were, I feel sorry for y'all. I feel for y'all. But now, come to take it, in our government right now, she doesn't know where it's happened. Doesn't know when it happened, really. She doesn't know who it was, because she even said it was 2 guys in there. So it could have been either one of them. And she could be just going after him just because he has money and has a big career and all that stuff. But I don't think any of those reasons are right. And the questions that I would have asked her was, did anybody approach her, with money? Get the fact that she even came forth a long time ago and this one person held the information instead of turning it in. And we have an FBI investigation back then. So that's kind of the thing that's going in my mind, like, oh, so she doesn't know when, where, who it was, what party it was, where was the party, because if y'all have it recorded farther back in the conversation, she said that she was in her dorm, and he called her and asked her. She called him and asked him to come over. There's so many different little things that are going like a grinder against each other, where facts become fiction and fiction becomes facts. It's in my eye, because I've been watching all of their arguing back and forth until the FBI finishes their investigation. We don't know who's telling the truth and who's false. But just know this: if the FBI finds out that he's innocent, then it's going to be her ass that will be all over. No career, unless the Democratic Party wants to hire her in one of their schools. And then also, on that subject, also, if they find her telling the truth, it'll be ending his career and it'll smudge his life. So, I mean, both sides. You're going to destroy one or the other. And second of all, why hasn't her husband ever been, talked to or anything? Just a lot of things in the whole conversation of her does not make sense, to me at least. She said, oh, if I knew only when, a certain guy was working, I could tell you when it happened because it was only like a week or two past that. You said a week or two. Or is the key word there. You don't know if it was a week or 2 weeks. So, and the other thing which a lot of lawyers should be looking at more than they are looking at, how or whys, is when. Exact dates, exact times, exact places. Try to nail some of those down, and we might be able to find answers. And this was something so long ago. Why didn't she report it, 10 years, even 20 years? Why did she have to wait 30 years or more to report this thing? That's what I don't figure out. I know it's kind of hard for people when they have situations like that to report it. But I have never heard of someone reporting it, 40, 50, 30 years after it happened. It's always either 10 or 20. So that's what's really bothering me. Is, did someone pay her to come forward? And I'm going to say this again, if the FBI finds her innocent and finds him guilty, I feel sorry for her, like I do everybody in these type of cases. But if they find him innocent and her guilty of lying under oath, you can count her as mud. Same with him, mud. That's all their name will have hold. So in my opinion, either way it goes, you're ruining someone's life. But if it comes out that she was, I guess that follows the thought pattern of it's okay to ruin somebody's life. He's worked as a judge for so many years. He has a wife and kids. And I've watched a lot of his ex-girlfriends come forth and state his thing. And all they have to do is say he was the kindest, the heartiest. He never drank back in high school and college. You would think he would drink if, they would know if he drank because they were his girlfriends. My girlfriend knew. My girlfriend knew that I drank, I smoked cigarettes and I dip. His girlfriends would figure it out. I mean, it's kind of the ifs, ands, or buts. And even he said he has never heard of her name or any of that, so don't know. She said, I have no idea who this girl is. And it was one person who was his girlfriend at the time. Wouldn't you think that you would know that much? But that's just me ranting and raving about this subject because it has put men, especially around my area, and a lot of, big companies around my area, to not hire women as often. So it comes to the conclusion that us men just have to be safe, not rush into anything, not get too wasted that we don't know what we're doing, and always stay clear of women, because that's what I'm going to be doing. And women, I hope y'all can find it, in y'all's thought pattern, not to continue the path. Because if y'all want to find a husband or a good man, women are just scaring those men away from people, not wanting to deal with the whole issue of, oh, am I going to be sued if I do something with her, or, I love her to death and I'm compassionate with her and all this stuff. You could be sued for that stuff. So the men are going to be, less likely to do it. and to have a relationship and having a heartfelt, an unconditional love relationship, because they don't know. They're going to try to keep their distance so they don't get emotionally attached. Those are my thought patterns on the subject. Like I say in all these videos, keep on smiling, keep safe. And right now, all I can say is don't trust people. And see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.